On the last episode of 20 Sides, Lucia spent time speaking with her team at the Broken Circle. Holden repaid his debts to the Thistle Bluffs. Holden and Dail discovered an anomaly with time in Greenshade. The team concocted a plan for Jace to sleep a few hours outside of Greenshade, Lucia to sleep at the Broken Circle, and Dail and Holden to sleep inside of Greenshade. Upon waking up, Lucia stayed at the Broken Circle, and Holden and Dail revisited the broken clock tower. And now, episode 32 of the Nexus. Welcome to 20 Sides, a fast-paced, story-driven, actual play Dungeons & Dragons podcast. Now, Campaign 2, The Nexus.
So again, yeah, just still perusing. Like, I'm going to go to the second floor.
Okay.
And
as you go to the second floor, you get about 3/4 of the way up the steps, and you hear, see, this gear here, it catches just right, and then, there, the whole clock moves. I spent years working on this, and it never stops amazing me. You're the first to see it. I thought you'd like to see how it works.
Dail, are you hearing that?
Yeah.
Let's go see if we can make this clock work.
Sounds good.
So I'm gonna go up and look at the gears to see if, I mean, obviously it was night the first time.
Yeah.
Didn't see anything.
Yeah.
Doesn't mean whatever.
Right.
But I'm gonna go in and see.
You head on up the steps. Dail, you're behind him as you take about 4 or 5 more steps. Right before you get to the 3rd floor, you hear, No, it's not catching. Why won't it just, I've oiled it, I've tightened it, I've replaced the pin. It should work. It's, and you hear, if I don't fix this, the whole thing could fall apart. You continue up the steps. You get up to the top. Give me perception checks as y'all both are now standing at the top of the steps.
15.
15.
2 15s. Both of you see when you get up there, you see those same grimy windows that are like warbled from time, casting this like weird, eerie light in the room. There's a bunch of long dead machinery that you saw before. A lot of rusted parts, a lot of parts that should have been oiled over, 20, 30 years that were never oiled. The clock face is still broken and somewhat shattered. It's leaning against one of the walls. Its hands are frozen at midnight. And then you see a shadow that just goes across the wall. That looks eerily similar to the one that attacked you
The last time.
Mr.
Shadow, we are here in peace. We're just looking to help. Is there something that maybe we can help you with? Or maybe something that is keeping you here?
And it shoots across the room again.
We can see you. Is there anything that we can help you with? Anything that we can do for you while we are here?
And then it juts out into the middle of the room, and you see its hands turn into those long blades again.
No need to attack. We're all friends here.
As it comes shooting out towards you, both of y'all roll for initiative.
Pen, paper.
Roll low.
16 for Dail.
Ah,
Oh, 11.
both of y'all rolled higher than a 2. So Dail will go first. You are standing side by side with Holden as you can see his psychic blades start to form in his hands. Dail, what are you doing as this shadowy phantom comes rushing toward you?
I guess she draws her sword and swings to hit.
All right.
Ooh. Oh, 19 plus 6.
Yeah, that hits.
Ooh, 6. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11
But
slashing.
the 1 can't happen because you got a 3 automatically.
Oh,
So
so
6,
9,
9.
10,
10,
11, 12, 13.
13 damage.
Woo.
as your great sword goes in an arc and slices through this creature as it just... It is now Holden's turn.
All right, so Psychic Blade. We're going to throw it.
Yep.
15?
Misses!
Man.
With his second attack.
Mm-hmm. Same. 25.
That's
on
going to
that one.
hit. And you
Okay.
get your sneaky sneak attack because Dail is within 5 feet.
11. I don't get the +4 because it was my second attack.
Correct,
Right, so
correct,
11 damage
correct.
on that one.
Ooh. 24 damage out of the gate from y'all two. Both of its hands turn into those ethereal, incorporeal blades. The first one going at Dail with a nat 17 plus 7 is going to hit.
Nice.
She's going to take
Oh no, that's
8
on
plus
her. That's on
4,
her.
12 damage. 12 damage to Dail. And then Holden, 13 plus 7 is going to hit, and he's going to take, 14 damage as I rolled
Goodness.
2 5s plus plus 4. It is now up to y'all.
Man,
It takes on this form of a humanoid. Dail, it is up to you. What are you doing?
Oh no, what are we doing? What does the humanoid look like?
Oh, it's just like a shadowy, still shadowy, just looks more human formed.
I mean, how much damage did we do the first time
24.
total?
Mm-hmm.
Hit him again.
Yeah, I guess I'll hit again, but she wants to say, I don't want to hurt you, but we want to try to help you. Are you like a good spirit or a bad spirit?
And it's, you can't tell its mouth's open, but you hear,
Yeah.
Oh gosh, I think it's a bad one.
Sounds bad, Dale.
Oh, 4, 3.
misses
Wait.
with a 7. No, not
No,
3.
4 plus 6.
10
Yeah.
misses. Would you like to action surge?
Do it.
So you get to attack again.
Yes. 7 plus 6, so 13.
Misses!
Right.
Double misses. As Dail action surges, swings twice, is wide on both of her swings. Holden.
Psychic Blade number 1. That's a crit.
Oh!
And I get sneak.
And you get sneak, and your crit your sneak is critted too, so you will double your sneak attack dice.
Okay. All right, so that'd be 30 damage.
Gosh!
30
30.
at level 4.
Let's go with the crit.
And then second attack
Yeah.
with that as well. It's going to be 22 to hit.
Hits.
5 damage.
5 damage.
Yeah, 5 damage.
Y'all have done 59 damage as Dail action surged to be able to create that good opening for Holden, who takes advantage with the crit and hits again. It takes a step back and then lunges at y'all at the same time with both the first attack on Dail, 18 to hit, 18 plus 7. Ugh, that's a low roll though. 7 total damage to Dail, and the lunge at Holden, 9 plus 7, 16.
Yep.
Hits. 7 plus 4, 11 more
Goodness.
damage to Holden as y'all both feel these blades going in your body and pulled back.
Man.
This necrotic, shadowy damage that is pulsing through your veins, and it feels like your veins are on fire for a few seconds before it finally dissipates. It is back up to y'all for round 3.
Same thing. 12 plus 6.
It's
5, 8, 12 damage.
so Dail, after that blade pulls out of your body, you've had enough. You swing in an arc over your head and just drop the thing's head off. And as your blade goes through it, those runes on your on your blade of your sword have the smallest bit of light. That's the first time you've ever seen it happen as this thing dissipates. This shadowy phantom dissipates in front of y'all like it never existed.
Good work, Dale.
That was crazy.
That was a little intense. I did not expect it to go like that. I thought maybe we could talk to him, but apparently not. So probably need to be done with this for today because I am down to 8 hit points and I don't see anything different here. Do you see anything different? Can we?
Yeah, give me a perception. Both of y'all.
Is there something we're seeing now that we didn't?
Percepties.
I rolled a nat 1.
16, 19 for Dail.
19
You're shook, dude.
I am
for
shook.
Dail. From what you can gather, Holden's still like holding his stomach from where he was stabbed. Still burns a little bit for you. It's hard to get a read on the room. Dail, you start looking at that clock face that's kind of broken a little bit more, that's stuck at midnight, and you see like a few glimmers on the clock hands. Give me a history check.
3 plus 2.
You can't quite place it. There's a glimmering to it, is clearly out of place, and you didn't notice it the first time y'all came up here, but you can't quite place what it is. It's a very faint glimmering.
So can Dail go over there and touch it?
Sure.
All right, Dale's gonna go over there and touch the glimmer.
Touching the glimmer.
Holden's not even paying really attention because he's still,
You go over there, grab the clock hands. You don't feel any different.
Man, the shadows seem really obsessed with making this clock work. I wonder. So what are the mechanics that the shadows were talking about? Are they like laid out there? Like we can. It's not like hasn't been taken away or anything like that.
Well,
like, it's still.
What you heard was
built.
on the second floor. Yeah. What you heard was on the second floor. The shadowy creature's on the third floor.
Yeah.
So what you were hearing wasn't the shadowy creature. But yes, whatever you're hearing definitely seems obsessed with making the
But do we
clock
think
tower.
now that the shadowy creature just reemerges? Because we've already killed it once.
Maybe, yeah.
And then also, why are there clock hands on the inside? They're on the inside and the outside?
It has fallen off. So like it collapsed in over time.
Oh, so the face
But
of the
they're-
clock has fallen in.
Part of it, yeah.
They're shimmering like in the light, or they are shimmering.
There's a faint, like if you were just to walk by it, you would think, oh, that's just maybe sunlight bouncing off of it, or the glass or the warbled glass, how it's hitting it or something like that. But if you really stop and pay attention to it, it has a different.
I would like to detect magic.
Okay. Hold on. That is a good answer. I would say no. It does not glow.
Okay, nothing does.
Not
I'm gonna go back down to the second floor.
Yeah.
And I want to see if anything there. Like, doesn't it just follow you? Like, or can't you?
Yes, I think it's like an aura.
Yeah, because it's up to
Around
it's
you.
up to 10 minutes.
So you go to the first floor and
No, I would like to go to the second floor.
our second
you keep
floor.
skipping the second.
Sorry. You go to the second floor.
Mm-hmm.
Nothing.
Nothing there. And the first floor didn't have anything in it. I feel like somebody.
Correct.
I think she
I
did
think she
detect
cast detect
magic
magic.
on the first floor.
Yeah.
Dail, I believe you were right. I don't know. I'm not a clockmaker. I don't know what really any of this does. But there's something that these shadowy figures are either protecting or trying to create or something. I don't know.
Well, what if we go back to the top and can you help me put this clock face back in the wall?
Happily, yes.
So y'all go back up to the third floor. You grab this clock face. Part of it's broken. Give me a.
Intimidation.
Here's what I'll say. Give me either sleight of hand. That's not really sleight of hand though. Give me a dexterity check, Holden, and a strength check, Lucia. And then what we'll say is you
Dale.
spend.
Dale.
Or sorry.
I was like,
Dale.
Where did she go?
Dale,
How strong
give me a
am I?
strength- Yeah. Dale, give me a strength check. Holden, give me a dexterity check. And then we'll say it takes y'all a good 2 hours to get the clock face back together to where you feel like you can get it into the spot as opposed to like, trying to piece it together once you get it in there.
I rolled a 15.
Okay.
Oh, a 3 plus.
4 strength.
Yeah, plus 4.
All right, so 7 and a 15. Dail is picking it up, and here's what I'll say. I'll say you can get it to, even with that low of a roll, it's not insanely heavy. And Holden's still there to help you. You're able to get it up, and Holden, you're able to kind of work it in, and y'all get it to a spot where you can hold it in place, and then it takes y'all another 15, 20 minutes to just like jimmy rig it up so that it just stays there.
Mm-hmm.
But you can definitely tell, like, you're not going to be able to really reconnect the cogs and all the wheels and stuff like that just because you don't really know how the clocks work.
We've done our good deed for the day. We, what do we say? We go to the market and see what's happening today in the town.
Yep, sounds good.
Y'all spend the rest of the day just kind of doing what you used to do in Glen. Dail is helping the Thistle Bluff set their shop. Y'all are walking around. Maybe for the first time ever, people aren't really looking at you. The word has gotten out that you probably tossed the Thistle Bluffs a few gold coins. They kind of put 2 and 2 together.
Sure.
Lucia, you were at the Broken Circle. All of the focus now is on this wall that they've kind of discovered, and you get just lost in time. Like, you are back in your element. Y'all are digging. You're making good headway. You uncover one rune on the wall that you're able to brush off. You're able to get enough to where you can kind of determine what it is. Your guess, actually make an Arcana check for me. 16. Usually this rune is in magical inscriptions that have to do with types of protection magic or enchantment magic. You can't quite guarantee that yet because you haven't gotten the whole kit and caboodle unwrapped, but that's kind of your guess. Dail and Holden, y'all are also lost in just like feeling back at home, and time is just moving quick for y'all. Mm-hmm. And by the time y'all even think about it, sun's starting to go down. Y'all are like, probably need to turn it in for the night. So y'all go back to y'all's respective homes. Lucia, you are going to stay back out there again?
I'm going to stay out there, but I really want to study the sky tonight.
Okay.
Using the stuff that I picked up from the tower.
Yeah, star charts. Perfect. Oh, give me just give me an intelligence check.
8.
Depending on how long you want to spend, it's hard to find the chart that would match this day. If you want to spend 3 or 4 hours, I'm sure you could eventually find it.
Because wasn't something like paused or something? Like, what was it with the sky that we noticed?
The match from the star chart y'all found was not the correct date of what the sky said. So y'all all bed down for the evening. No sign of Jace. You go to sleep. And you wake up. Jace.
Mm-hmm.
You wake up.
Is it the first day I wake up?
It's your first day. Feeling good.
Mm-hmm.
Got your good little rest in.
Mm-hmm.
You're like, all right, time to head back.
Yeah.
To Glen.
Mm-hmm.
Yikes.
Mm-mm.
Ruh-roh.
Jace, you are in the Dracona Wilds. You wake up in your little sleeping bag, your tiny sleeping bag, because you're a halfling.
Right.
Anything you want to do before you head back to Glen and meet up with your counterparts?
No, I'm excited to go back.
So Jace skips on back, happy, humming a nice little halfling tune.
Hmm?
So you eventually get back into Glen as the day is beginning, heading to the inn to meet up with Holden and Dail as Lucia is waking up at the broken circle. You walk in, there's Dail, there's Holden. They're already sitting down at a table.
Have we agreed to just wait one night?
There was there was nothing.
Because I
that y'all
thought
kind
we
of
had
agreed
said
to.
before we thought
Right.
that it'd be a few days. At least a few days to see.
All right. Hey guys, I'm back. I'm glad everything seemed to go well for you all during the night. Anything weird?
Well, Dail, would you like to fill him in on our excursion? Well, I will tell you. Yes, we had an interesting time at the clock tower, and feeling a little sore today.
No. Back to the clock tower. Anything happened?
Well, yes, that's why I'm feeling sore. We
Right, but you didn't
ran,
elaborate. You're just gonna let it
we
sit
ran
like that?
back into the.
You're one of those people who just say something, hoping somebody asks another question, follow up. Okay, I'll ask the follow-up question.
Thank you. Yes, that is exactly what I was hoping for. We ran back into the shadow figure in the clock tower that I had killed before. Dail took care of it. A little worse for wear this morning. A little sore. My back's tight. A little bit. I don't know if that's sleep or the shadow, but either way.
Interesting. So those same creatures were back.
Same shadow figure that was there before.
Or a different one? We don't really know.
Right, could be either way. Not sure, but that was eerily similar.
Interesting. And has Lucia returned?
Who? I have not seen Lucia. Maybe she is here somewhere.
Yeah, I haven't seen her yet.
Probably trying to figure out another way to stab me again.
Okay, so it's that all happened last night, the night I left?
No. It's been several days.
Interesting. It has only been one night for me.
You're making this up.
I slept out in the wilderness by myself. I don't know why we chose me to go out there all by myself, but that's how it all played out.
Sounds like something a writer would want to add to their book, but maybe have embellished a little.
No, I don't think I'd survive much longer out there by myself. So one night was about all I could handle. But you all are saying it's been several nights.
I don't know, Dail. How many nights has it been?
At least a couple.
Guys, it's either a day or two. I mean, we've lost track of 2 days, 3 days.
We had a wild battle in the clock tower. I have lost
Did that happen, you said last night?
Yes. But the night before was fine. We slept just fine. And
so it's only been 2 nights.
It's been 2 full days.
2 full days.
2
full days.
This is the 3rd day, yes.
Right. Okay, so this is just
what did my
second
parents tell you, Holden? That had been like a couple days since we...
Oh, yes. Yes.
Time was all loopy
Dale's
off
parents.
for them, too.
Yeah, they started, and then we had other people tell us the same, that it had only been a day or so since we had been gone, and it had actually been like 2 weeks.
Yeah.
Very weird. But you would think, by that logic, that it would actually have taken me... I would have been gone for longer in my sense of time.
Maybe the further away that you go, the more time it seems. I'm not sure.
But it's backwards, so it's not even the same relationship.
It was longer here than that. No, good point. Very smart, Jace.
Very, very weird. But Lucia hasn't returned, so maybe she's even off on some other different time.
It could. You know what they say. Broken clock is never wrong. But anyway,
I mean, for all we know, she could be turned into a baby. We don't know how long.
Like a Benjamin Button type thing.
You're older. I feel about the same age.
I feel about the same.
No.
How do you feel,
I
Jace?
was only gone for a day. I'm not that
Do you
much
feel
older.
old?
Jace has like gray hair now.
A beard.
No, I feel fine. I was only gone for a day.
You don't feel younger? You don't feel older? You feel about the same?
Feel about a day older.
Holden is kind of acting like he's several days older.
Yeah.
I
He's
feel
several
several
years
days older.
older.
I didn't sleep well, I guess. I don't know. My back is stiff.
Should we maybe go check on Lucia?
I suppose we can. But lead the way, sir.
Oh, okay. Back to I assume she stayed at the Broken Circle.
I have no idea.
Okay,
but
I
maybe.
think so. I think that's
where her
I think
people
that
are.
would be a good place to check.
I could know that. I maybe. I don't know.
It wasn't just like, okay, let's see you later, hide and seek.
Hide and seek.
Bye.
All right, so we're going to head out to the Broken Circle.
Okay. So y'all mosey on out. Takes you 20, 25 minutes to get to the Broken Circle. The crew has already gotten to work. You see Lucia. She's got a little dirt and dust on her. They are working furiously, but meticulously on this new discovery that they found as they are carving out the dirt to hopefully reveal more of whatever it is they found underneath the Broken Circle.
Hey, Lucia.
Oh, are you all right?
We're all back. Just wondered, how long has it been since you've seen us?
2. This is going on the 3rd day. 2 days.
3rd day as well. Interesting. It's only been 2 days for me.
Huh.
I was a little further out of town.
Interesting. So you were right about things being different.
Right, but-
Actually, last night I was reading something that I found, and I started to do some research into some other planes of existence.
Right, yeah.
Are you familiar?
We dabbled in that a little bit, but we've never traveled to any of the other planes.
No,
That
yeah.
would be hard.
I mean, some people say it's not real, but it could be.
Yeah.
So one of the things that I came across it has to do with time travel. Has anyone ever heard of the Echoing Expanse.
We've touched on that a little bit.
So here it says that it's a mysterious plane connected to time where past, present, and future blur together. So perhaps we figure something out about that. Time is fluid, and that does seem to be what's happening here.
Definitely something is happening with time here but it seems to be isolated to here in Dail.
I'm a bit nervous we might get stuck in an infinite loop, and I don't really want to loop here in Glen if I'm going to be looping somewhere.
Right, yeah, not
Glen would be a great place to live. I don't know about you guys, but I like Glen.
Have you ever heard of the Echoing Expanse?
The who to who?
Give me a history check.
Nope.
No.
5 total.
You think you have, but you haven't.
She's like, I love that show.
right.
Yeah.
I love that band. Yeah, I mean, it kind of sounds familiar, but I don't know.
It's a realm that will manipulate time. I think we should try to figure it out.
It sounds
Well, it
good.
seems pretty busy here right now. Have you all discovered something here?
Yeah, there's something behind this wall here that does seem to have magical properties, but we don't know exactly what it is yet. So,
How about we just knock it down and see what's
well,
behind it?
no, we're not going to knock it down. They're going to.
Oh, no.
They will get there. We can go and figure this out. They've got it for a few more days, so
Okay.
we can figure this out. Because now I'm nervous that what happens if we do leave? Can we leave? I don't know. So
Right. Well, if time is weird here, I would actually, like you said, you don't want to be caught in a time loop here. So probably best just get on out of here, right? Probably don't stick around this dig site with Giles or anything. You let him get stuck in the time loop, right? Yeah.
I don't really want any of them stuck in the time loop.
Well, yeah, but they're so devoted to this, we don't want to take them away from it.
Yeah.
Right. They look like they're
Very well.
they're gonna make a big breakthrough here soon.
You hear Holden off to the side, like talking to random people. Says, you know what they say about the best teams? They don't need to speak. They just raise their eyebrows in unison. It's interesting to see that work, and they're all just looking at him like, what
One
are
of the
you
females
doing?
is like, please leave us alone. We are trying to concentrate.
It looks like you're digging. You need to concentrate while digging.
Yes, we may break something that is underneath the soil.
Oh, I see. You're worried about the dirt. Is that?
Sir,
No,
Professor,
I will go. Yes, Giles. Yes, come here. Come here, you. So I have some questions for you.
Yes. What can I do for you?
What are you planning to do with the items you find here?
Well, they go back with us, and it depends on the what we find. We either give it back to its original owners. If it was originated here in Glen, we would give it, of course, to the mayor here. If it came from somewhere else, there are some different places around around Avranth that they can be taken to. A few museums, if you will, depending on if there are artifacts or not. Just depends. Why do you ask?
I'm curious. There's people who steal and trade and
That is
things
not
under
us.
the table.
That is not us.
But, trust. Trust is a thing earned, But let me ask you about Lucia. How long have you known Lucia?
Roughly 6 years now, I believe, is when she joined us.
So not long.
I mean, 6 years is quite a long time.
Oh, for some, but not for others. What is he? Is he human? Is he
Yeah, he's human.
human? Okay. And you trust Lucia?
Yes, absolutely. She is very meticulous in her work. She is very detail-oriented.
Loyal?
Yes, I would say so.
I would say so. Okay.
Why?
She tried to stab me is all I.
She tried to stab you.
She did. For what seemed like unreasonable reasons. But
Why did she try to stab you?
I was protecting her, and I tried to, protect the team, our team here, and against a dragon, a wormling.
A dragon?
Yes.
Attacked you all?
Yes.
And
I
Lucia
tried
stabbed you?
Well, right. Actually, yes. And so I was trying to protect everyone, and I jumped on the dragon's back and tried to stab the dragon. Then she decided to talk to the dragon, and the dragon convinced her to stab me. So That is what happened.
Have you
there.
made sure most black dragons are evil?
Yes, we definitely made sure and asked, and it just flat told us it was evil.
Is Lucia cursed by chance, or is she?
Not
Did
that
she feel
I'm-
like she's turning?
I don't know. I have only known her for a couple weeks, and
Well, if she decides to go with y'all instead of staying here, please make sure that you keep an eye on her.
I will keep an eye on everyone. I don't know how much I trust someone who chooses to stab me after I
Who's
have
a
tried to
poke?
protect them. But
Maybe.
Poke.
I don't know. We will see. But I will definitely be keeping an eye on her. Maybe not the way that you intend, but we'll see. But okay, I just wanted to ask and see your thoughts about her.
Well, I must get back. We have a very exciting discovery here.
What discovery?
Well, this seems to be a wall, and he's pointing at what they're kind of unearthing. It doesn't seem to be we thought originally it was going to be just a small box of sorts, but this looks to be a full-on wall.
How long do you think this has been covered?
We don't quite know yet. We will, as we unearth it more, we will maybe be able to put a timetable on it.
Would I remember it being?
No,
No, yeah, okay.
not at all.
Well, I have been around for a long time, and I can tell you I do not remember.
How long have you been here in Glen?
Well, probably 175 years.
Wow. And it as long as you've been here, this has not been...
Yes, as long as I do not
Uncovered.
remember this section. I remember the spiral, but
wonder
no.
why no one has ever come out here before to dig.
Well, it used to be a much more sacred, magical place until everything began to fade, and
Yes.
it no longer is. So I'm sure it's probably now about the time that people are curious.
Fair. Fair.
Okay. Well, you have a good day, and keep your eyes peeled for these things, and keep us updated as well.
We will try to do so. Are you all staying in Glen for a while?
I don't know the plan. I have been over here talking to you while they are
Okay.
speaking, so
Yes.
we will find out what they have decided.
Excellent. We'll keep you updated if we can.
Thank you.
So maybe we should head to Moss Grove. Was that the letter we found mentioned a name that lived in Moss Grove?
Yeah, Valen Harrow.
Valenhero.
Valenhero.
Interesting.
I mean, this is a map. We got a map of where his house should be. So,
Moss Grove. Have y'all been to Moss Grove? It seems is it semi-close?
It is...
Neighboring town as well, or is it back towards?
It is through the Jarkana Wilds, kind of on the opposite ends of it. So probably about 4 days travel. If you go through the Jarkana Wilds, if you go around the Jarkana Wilds, it's going to be like 8 days.
Would I have been through there? I guess with my family.
Yeah, I would say so.
I saw you over there talking to Giles. Kind of untrustworthy, huh?
Hard to tell these days who you can trust, you know?
Talking about you, not me.
Oh, so you
Not even me. I'm not hiding anything. I don't stab people.
you are literally a werewolf. We know it.
Dale, have you shared your thoughts on
Lucia.
how you feel? No, not everything revolves around you, Lucia.
That was Tyler.
I know. Your thoughts on your actions of late and how that's made you feel.
No, what were my thoughts again?
Well, I don't know why I have to be the one to recall this, but
Oh, was this when I was on my apple cider bender?
no, yes, you had a little too much of the cider, if you will, and you were talking about not wanting to hurt people and cut people's hair off, even though no one asked you to do that.
No. I'm just trying to work through some things, but now I'm really scared that my parents, something's wrong with them, so I feel like I definitely have a mission, but maybe I don't need to be so judgmental of people's hairstyles.
It's understood. I only ask, and I bring it up.
Live and let live.
I want everyone to, we need to be on the same page with who's willing to do what and when, and if we get into a position where we need to cut the proverbial hair, if you will, that you would be willing to do so.
Only now I really hate humans because they hurt the wormling.
Sure. Yes, I understand completely.
From hair to all humans.
Success is built on trust, and trust is built on plywood or something like that. But we need to be able to trust each other is what I'm trying to say.
Well said.
Thank you. Thank you.
Why did we kill my brother then?
Renmark was not your brother.
Prove that he was your brother.
We'll never know.
Yeah. If we come across an elf, I'm not going to consider them my brother or sister.
Why not?
So, because they're probably not. Well, actually, there's a good chance. Anyways, not the point. Dale, I
just
trust
like
you.
Your family are all halflings.
Yeah.
Even though I'm a taller halfling, most likely we're not related.
Well, I mean, I'm not really related to them.
Right, but I'm not related to them either.
I thought you were saying you and me were related.
No. I mean, I'm just saying I'm not related to the Thistle.
You might be.
Bluffs. I'm not. Again, they're a little bit smaller, and all my kin were a lot taller.
Not buying
most likely you're not. Most likely, but you're right. We don't know, but maybe if we continue to explore and answer more questions together, we could uncover that. Lucia, you were just saying you wanted to head to Moss Grove with us?
Yes, before we go, I'd like to I'd like to write a note, just leave it here, and then collect something from the dig.
Absolutely.
And then I'll be ready to go.
And that is it for this week's 20 Sides. Don't forget to tune in each week as Jace, Dail, Holden, and Lucia venture across Aberynth. Don't forget to subscribe to our Patreon at patreon.com/20sides, where there are free options, $5 options, and $10 options to help support our podcast. Follow us on all the socials everywhere at 20 Sides Pod. And per usual, we couldn't do this without the atmospheric background tracks from Monument Studios and tabletopaudio.com. We will see you right here next week on 20 Sides.